This January, we challenged you to complete 30 minutes of exercise every day for the whole month.
Here we go. Another day, another Zwift day and day.
Come on! Ha.
We teamed up with Zwift so that loads of us could ride together on 2 GCN group rides per day, and it was cracking, so you all ride along with us. But it wasn't just about cycling, running, swimming, the gym,
Walking.
Any exercise counts, and I am a big believer in cross-training. But do other sports really help to improve your cycling? Let's take a look. Should have worn flip-flops. Cross-training is when you mix things up and use different sports or activity to improve your overall health and fitness, or one specific thing, like cycling. Of course, if you are watching this, you're probably a cyclist. Hold on, whoa. How did I end up here? Yeah, bikes. Rock on bikes! If you are here randomly, then welcome, because we cyclists, we do have a bit of an obsession. We prefer riding our bikes to any sort of other movement, and if we are going to the printer in the office, we do wheelie there instead of walk, which is a bit silly, really. But it's a good obsession at that, isn't it? And you all agree too. In fact, 6,300 of you joined us on our Zwift 30 and 30 rides. We improved our power by 2 watts from when we did this last year, 83 watt average. Come on everyone, we're getting stronger. We've got this, it's in the bag. We also had 68,000 ride-ons, and we actually covered 74,000 miles altogether, which is 3 times around the equator. Pretty nuts. Away from all that cycling though, moving your body in different ways does have its benefits, and when we couldn't jump on the bike, this is what we've been up to in a bid to complete our January challenge. But does the science say we should continue with our off-bike activities?
Of course, most of my exercise this month has been on my bike, because that's what I love doing. So whether that's in the rain, on ice, on Zwift, in Girona, that was pretty cool, and on the rare sunny day here in the UK as well. However, I have also started running, which is weird, because I've successfully avoided it for many a decade. But basically, a good mate of mine invited me out for a run on New Year's Eve, and I sort of forgot to say no. And then one thing's led to another, and I've now done 5 in the month of January, with no goal other than to be able to run without crippling myself in the process. So I don't think it's going to improve my cycling. The one thing I am wondering is, if I go for steady runs, can I do them on the days when I don't feel like I've got time to ride? Maybe then that'll have a benefit. But I mean, it's cool, like, I'm enjoying it, don't get me wrong. It's a nice way to catch up with some mates, but it's not quite up there with cycling, let's be honest.
Now that's my hunch about performance, but what about the science? There are studies out there, such as a couple from the universities of New Mexico and California, that have shown that your aerobic performance is maintained even when you mix up your training, cycling and running, in comparison to focusing on just one or the other. Which makes sense, but I'm not actually worried about my aerobic fitness. It's my anaerobic fitness and those high power efforts that I'm concerned about losing. But perhaps I shouldn't be. Whereas pro cyclists in the past would never have run, now Strava is awash with pro cyclists admitting to running. Everyone from Wout van Aert to Primož Roglič, and they clearly don't have any issues with anaerobic or high power efforts. So perhaps I'm worrying about nothing there. One thing though that I definitely am aware of, and you should be too, is that if you are starting running, you should begin very, very gently to avoid getting injured. Oh, and no, just because I cycle and have now started doing a bit of running, it does not mean that I'm going to start swimming as well. That would just be weird.
This month, I've actually been swimming and a bit of surfing too. I love doing both. I've done it since a young age, and it feels like the perfect antidote to a life spent hunched over bars. I love it, and it has been very easy to do in the winter months as well. Come down after the kids are in bed when it's dark, get some lanes done in the pool. Now, I must admit that research into the benefits of swimming for improving your cycling performance is pretty low on the ground. But there is some research out there that has shown that swimming can improve your cognitive function when compared to running or cycling, which is where I got it from. Maybe, kind of, probably not. Maybe I'm an anomaly, but swimming has been shown to help make your brain work better, and perhaps more intriguingly, it has also been shown that it can reduce artery stiffness, which can help reduce stress on your brain and your kidneys. Overall, it's definitely added to my fitness and my mobility, which has transferred to how I feel when I jump back on the bike.
Yes, January's 30 and 30. It's gone by and I have loved sharing, riding with all of you all around the world on Zwift. And I've also loved smashing a bit of racing. That's what really gets me going, being able to be competitive from inside your own living room. But also I love getting away from the horrible January weather we have in the UK and hitting the gym. So, why have I done gym work for my month? And I've got 3 reasons. First off, it's efficient and it's easy. The gym's always there no matter what the weather, and I know exactly what session I can do in the time I've got. 2, it's good for on-bike work, so it means I can work on the anaerobic efforts, meaning the short, hard efforts, and also it helps with injury prevention and also gets me stretching too. And 3, I love it. I love the mix of sports. I love being able to do this in the winter, and then as soon as the summer hits, it's full gas bike.
I have absolutely been loving riding my bike with you guys on Zwift. And it's been especially nice just being able to get back on my bike after my running injury. And yes, I was taking it easy. But something else I've been doing quite a bit of alongside riding my bike is walking. And there's been a lot of dog walking, hasn't there? Now I know all the others will be on about how fit they are and all the aerobic advantages to exercise and blah, 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 blah. But actually, just getting out there and walking has so many benefits. Studies have shown that people who get out there and walk for 20 minutes a day are 43% less likely to have a sick day than those who just exercise once a week. And if they did get sick, it was a lot less severe. There has also been a Harvard study of 12,000 people that found the effects of 32 different obesity-promoting genes were cut in half in participants who did a brisk walk each day. This way. Just having a poo break. Sometimes walking involves picking up poo, which is splendid. It's my favourite part of the walk.
It's the 27th of January and this is my first 30 and 30. It's like the 30 and 1, basically. Good turnout though, 100 people. Hopefully you can see that. I have been doing some other riding on Zwift, 1 ride outside, but I've also been getting my 30 and 30 done in other ways. A fair few dog walks at a brisk pace, once, sometimes twice a day, longer at the weekends, and I've been doing some rucking. You have to be careful to say that clearly, rucking. You can't really see my backpack. It doesn't look very big, but there's a 25 kilo sleeve weight in that backpack, so about 1/3 of my body weight. So I was reading that it's really good for you. And I hope it is, because it's bloody hard work.
Well, I haven't done anything other than cycling in January. Why would you do anything else? I love cycling. What about you?
Done quite a few things. Quite a bit of walking, been to the gym, lifting some weights. I've also done a bit of, I've done a lot of like core work.
Oh, you've actually done loads?
I've done a bit of paddleball as well.
Absolutely nothing for me. I'm riding my bike and that's about it.
Yeah, just having a good time all the time. Also, I read Anthony Kiedis' autobiography, and he said that his main way of working out was copulation as well.
Cool.
So I've been doing that.
So cross-training can definitely help you become a fit, healthy, all-round individual, whatever sport you're taking on. But can it improve your cycling? Potentially, if cross-training is done in addition to anything you're doing on the bike. But it's hard to see how it will make you a better cyclist if you replace what you do on the bike with what you do off it. Personally though, I think it is a great way of staying fresh, staying fit when potentially not going to ride your bike, and also spicing things up, keeping them fresh. That's what it's all about. Of course, thank you to everyone who joined us in our 30 and 30 January challenge on Zwift. It was great to ride with you all and share a few pedals along the way. Share a few pedals along the way? Yeah, we'll take that. Nice to ride with you, everyone. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what you've got planned this year. Hope it's a good one. Let's go and smash it. 2 watts improvement already from last year. Woohoo!